Hello everybody, it's the 8th of April today, and I'm looking at this walnut which I've grown for many years. I had a nice shapely trunk and true confession, looked like an idiot time. For a long time I thought I had an ash. It grew in my garden, self-seeded as many other ash have done, and I thought that's what it was. Then later I discovered that actually it was a walnut. I've still no idea how it got in my garden. I can only guess it was a sort of nut from Christmas time or something. I've never, in 30 something years I've lived in this house, I've never seen a squirrel to have buried one. But anyway, all that's by the by. A couple of years ago the whole top died off, and on investigation I found that it had been decimated by vine weevil. There is a playlist, you can go back and look at that. And it had one root left, which I kind of trained underneath it to try and get a more radial root pattern, and then I've just let it grow in this pot. I've had quite a bit of dieback. Today I'm going to take it out of this pot and see how the roots look. I mean, it's healthy, it's been growing well and recovering, so let's get it out and have a look. Where's Cooper, I hear you cry? Well, for most of this week he's been taking advantage of the fact that my wife is home because she's a teacher and it's Easter holidays and things, but at the moment he's nagging me silently. If I turn the camera around, he's giving me the guilt trip because he thinks I ought to be doing a bit more with him and a little bit less with the trees. But hey ho, I'll do some more with you later, Cooper D. Back to the tree, let's pop it out. And well, we have rootage throughout that substrate, soil, compost, call it what you will. And I've obviously just offended Cooper because I've just seen him out of the corner of my eye go to the back door and knock. So he's obviously thinking, oh, he ain't coming then. Well, I'm happy with that. The tree has produced more root for me, and now I think it would be quite nice. I have a large cream bonsai pot that I think this tree would look quite nice in. At some point I'm going to have to carve out this dead portion of trunk, but I'm going to leave it. I want to give the tree every opportunity to compartmentalize. I can feel it's hollowed out through the middle, but it's also healing, so it is definitely regaining its health from near death. And this obviously will be my new front. You've got an ugly nice piece. Well, I have an old saying, I loves me an ugly tree. You've got a portion like this, let's use it. And yeah, I think that'll make quite a nice little front. Hello you, did she not answer the door? Shocking. Shocking. You been good? Okay, I'm going to finish this job. I'll come and let you in the back door and then, but I've got to finish this job. Naggy do. Some people would say this was too nice a pot for an undeveloped tree like this. or to use as a training pot, which is what I'm obviously doing. But I don't like to leave pots empty, and I don't have anything else that I have looked at and thought I want to put that in that pot. This is the only tree that I've thought that on, so, and I don't think it's going to look too terrible in it. Yeah, I think it'll please my eye, and that's important. I found with these drainage screens, putting a small scoopful of just pure grit before you put in any soil just stops any of the finer particles of the cat litter and things from blocking the drainage holes, which they can do, I've discovered. Okay, so I'm going to put in a layer, and as this tree, it's quite deep, it's going to, yeah, well, I'm going to quickly, blessed rain, get rid of some of that moss off of there. And that tree will sit on that quite nicely, and I think that shows off some of the hollowness, but also that is it just me, or does it resemble Jabba the Hutt at all to anyone else? Yeah, perhaps it's just me. Anyway, let me fill in around. I think the tree is sat quite nicely. There are not going to be any air gaps, and I'm quite happy with the level of the tree. No, I'm not. No, a little higher. A little higher. Yes. Okay. Some controlled release fertilizer, and I didn't put any in the bottom. I put all of this in the top because I forgot. So I'm going to put a little bit extra at the top. I haven't removed any rootage from this tree at all, but I am going to remove a little bit of the top growth. But before I do that, let's just top up. Make sure that fertilizer is covered so it will stay damp and do its job of leaching goodness into the soil. I'm glad I was able to rescue the tree. It does have some interesting roots now, and hopefully we can make this into something. What? Well, who knows? Something nice. I think I'm going to cut back to this this shoot here, just to keep building some taper if I can find my cutters, and to get it growing back into this direction a little more. So I put a piece of wire on this and shortened that, all without pressing record on the camera, of course, because, well, why wouldn't I? I think I want to bring this down as well, and I think if I can, if this wire is long enough, what I would like to do is bring it down and hook it under the pot, but no, that piece of wire isn't long enough. Okay, so that's just brought that branch down and out, and I may well wire this one in the summer, and I have a piece at the back which I can, if I can find a suitable piece of wire, again, as I often say, my wiring is down and dirty, but gets the job done, and all I want is to bring that down, like so, to act as a back branch, maybe. Okay, so that's it, that's the tree set up for this spring. I'm going to leave that like that. Am I? No, I'm not. I am going to shorten it to a bud. And the more I look at it, the more I think I don't like that piece. So that's gone. So I've not touched the root, but I have cut back the top, so hopefully that will pop a few buds. And we'll start to see some of that ramification that's been missing from this tree's life. We'll pop the drinks can in for scale and give you a quick twirl. Still kind of makes me think of Jabba the Hutt, but there you are. All that remains is to say thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Do all the usual YouTube things, the liking, the subscribing, the commenting below, but most of all, please, 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 stay safe everybody.